let's start the show, eh? Well, it's Saturday here, guys. It's Saturday about 10 past 11 a.m. And, wow, what can I say, guys? The amount of news that are coming through right now, it's unbelievable. It looks like this is it. I have spoken to a lot of people, and they're all saying the same. By next week, we're going to be blessed. Um, the bond holders, a lot of movement on the bonds, a lot of movement in Reno, I was told, a lot of movement on Zurich, right? The payments have been activated in Colombia. You saw that, and that happened actually a few days ago. Yeah, it's just unbelievable the amount of activity that's happening right now. We might actually there are rumors saying that things might happen today. Right? We don't know. Remember, this thing happens actually like a thief in the night. So we don't control it. No, none of us do. Right? It's a military operation that this thing might just happen tonight. Who knows? But we're that close. We do have a date. I do have a date, right? And they were given a date. But then again, this thing might change. Then all of a sudden it might be a surprise, and then all of a sudden, when it just gets released. So we do not know. For the bonds, there will not be an official announcement from the military or whatever it is. No, because the bonds are a different sort of setup. They all got different platforms, foundations, private contracts. Right, they're all definitely. It's not part of the RV. The RV. What will be the announcement? The notifications. As soon as those notifications start coming through the email, that will be the public announcement. There won't be a general or the U.S. Treasurer will make an announcement or President Trump won't make an announcement and say the RV got released. No, the notifications are the announcement. That's when you'll see that for the RV. For the bonds, it's a different kettle of fish, guys. They're all different, right? And like I said, Colombia looks at the bond payments have been activated down there. I think Brazil, I'm not sure, but Brazil actually was on the verge of getting activated. I have not heard anything from Brazil, but maybe Brazil might surprise us today, right? The amount of money, guys, that I've seen the amount of money, guys. It's trillions from some accounts, right? Trillions. Most of these whales are all humanitarians. It would be ludicrous for them to keep it for themselves. Of course not. I was spoken to actually one particular guy. He's an ex-politician from my country of birth. I was born in Chile, in South America. And this guy has got an incredible humanitarian project. He's like the Panama Canal, which is coming from Viña del Mar, from Valparaiso, in Chile. So he's actually doing some sort of like a canal or something. I think it's for the shipping. That's going to be actually something beneficial, not just for Chile, but for the whole of South America and for America itself. So he's got a huge humanitarian. I think the cost of this is about $80 billion. I think that's what it is. So he's got a lot of whales that are joining his project. So it's a lot of money, right? So a lot of good people in this community. A lot of people are going to do so many wonders, so many beautiful projects for humanity. In my case, I'll be joining actually, hopefully with Mauricio, I'll be joining him, and as soon as he comes through, I'll be doing that. I'll be doing some other humanitarian projects as well. So don't think that I'm just going to sit here and just not do anything. So as soon as the green light goes through, guys, and we all get paid, obviously I'll go to the med beds. I'll be out of here, guys, and I'll probably be away actually for 3, maybe 4 months. Right, I'm going to take a sabbatical, and obviously I'll be doing some humanitarian project. But I can't tell you more, guys. I can't wait for this to happen, right? And I can't wait for the med beds so I can get healed. And talking about med beds, guys, yesterday I used actually, there's a quantum technology. It's called the ESS, I think it's called, and it's pure energy. I went in there and they told me to sit, and they told me to close my eyes and just dream like you're in an island and you're living in a peaceful place. So that's what I did. I concentrated and closed my eyes, and then I started falling asleep. I started dreaming, and the dreams were so vivid. I thought it was, I thought it was, I thought it was live. I thought it was real. I was on the lounge. All of a sudden, I appeared actually on a conference on stage, on a lounge sleeping. And I said, "What the hell?" And I told actually the lady that owns that clinic. I told her in my dream, which I thought it was real. I told her, "Get me out of here. And what am I doing here?" Right? Then I appeared somewhere else. It was just so vivid, so real. And then all of a sudden, she tapped me on the legs, told me to wake up. And I waked up, and she told me it's finished. And I said, "Why so fast? It's only about 5 minutes." "No, Bill, you were there for 2 hours and 10 minutes. What? I had no idea I was there that long sleeping. The amount of energy in my body was just incredible. I just feel totally new, like rejuvenated. I can't explain it, guys. I was just like I've taken a drug or something. I was just full of energy. Right? I didn't sleep much last night because I was just still jacked up. So so all I can tell you that the amount of pain that I had during the week, and I don't have much pain anymore that I had before. And I'm just grateful that I was able to encounter that technology. It's palladium technology. It's an alien race, they said. And it came actually from sorry guys, my memory's not that well. As soon as I remember, Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla is the person actually that created that technology. So, but it's palladium technology, they say. And this person has a contact, and this person knows Gene Roddenberry. He's the creator of Star Trek. So most of the stuff you see on the TV series or in the big screen, it actually came from this person that was an advisor to Gene, giving all these technology. So all the stuff you see there back in the old days, it's all coming to fruition right now. So it wasn't science fiction. So but like I tell you, so guys, if anyone actually doesn't have energy or has pain or whatever, I do recommend you guys to go there. They're still going to be using it regardless when the beds do come, because it is like a jump sort of thing, it's like you're plugged in and you get full of energy. So so that's one step before the med beds. And the lady, the owner, is part of the RV. She knows me. She knows me by Wolverine, and she knows that the med beds are coming any day right now. So as soon as the med beds go, I can continue the session if I want to, or I'll use, obviously, I'll go to the med beds so I can get totally healed. But next week, I'll be for 4 hours on the session. So they're going to start working on my tumors, and hopefully they'll get healed. The amount of testimonials that are coming out on that technology, people with stage 4 cancer got healed, and certain people with certain ailments they got healed, and it's got nothing to do with the lady or anything. It's the technology. So, and the people themselves are the ones that put the testimonials. It's not coming from her. It's not coming from the clinic. It's the people that put in their own testimonials on the Google reviews. So there you go, guys. So it looks like this MedBed technology is real, and this one that I went to is. If this is real, I'm saying if this is real, then the MedBeds must be real. Okay, so that's what I can tell you the encounter that I had yesterday. And I'm just trying to remember anything else that happened. I have spoken to a lot of people, especially around Brazil, and they're waiting actually for them to get those notifications. They're waiting for the med beds. And I've got one particular person that's sovereign well contact with the military, and he'll be contacting me actually as soon as he has access to the med beds. So I'll hopefully bring all my family and go overseas and get healed if I wanted to, or I can go to Sydney if I want to. So I'll have all different options. Anything else? I don't think I have anything else besides actually what you guys saw actually on the channel. All the stuff that I brought in, it didn't come from Wolverine. It didn't come from Wolverine. You saw that, and that actually came from X or Twitter. All the information that came out, and I can show you all that thing that came through. It's what it is actually that I've been told. Right? Again, the trigger groups might happen today, guys. That might happen today. Okay. So as soon as anything happens, and I'm allowed to say anything, I will actually put it there. Obviously, we'll be celebrating for the bondholders, and hopefully you guys get those notifications for the 4B. I always said to you guys, don't put everything in one basket. Right? Spread yourselves, because it'd be good actually if you had bonds. You had an option to say, oh, great, well, we don't have the currency yet, as long as you've got the bonds coming in, you've got some money coming in, isn't it? Now, you've got the XRP as well, guys. The XRP are going to go to $50,000. As soon as it goes to $50,000, then you have to sell those crypto coins back, right, because they'll be destroyed, right? And they'll be worth $50,000 per coin. So imagine $50,000 US, right, per coin. And I bought a lot, because when I bought it, they were about 20 cents. So, so I'll have a smile on my face. I'm sure a lot of people have done the same thing. So that's another avenue of income. Don't forget your birth certificate as well. It is a bond, so bring your birth certificate when you go to the Redemption Center, right? Anything else that I can remember? I don't have much, guys, but I wanted to. Why I wanted the live call is just to tell you guys that this is real. Look, it's happening, right? This is information, right? Now, by all means, if it doesn't happen, it's got nothing to do with that. It wasn't disinformation, right? It's probably another delay, but hopefully there's not going to be a delay this time, because this time it's happening. I've got an official call that I can't read it, right? It came actually from a person that got in contact with the U.S. Treasury. Right, and he has given me a date. He has given me 100% confirmation. Right, and that's all I can tell you guys. All right, everything is coming through. Another thing too, I was told actually by the Pentecostal group. One of the leaders actually, I got told that he's about actually to release those funds to the members. That's what came through. Right, the Pentecostal group, it's been a complete roller coaster ride, that one, but it's taking longer. It's not easy. It is a process. Feel sorry for the lady, because it's been a hell of an experience for her. Feel sorry for her. She's been attacked severely by these people, and anyway, I think some of you guys know the story. All right, guys, I'll leave now actually with my incredible friend Mike Bara, who will be able to give us some good news as well. Mike, if you wanna pop up.
Sure, Wolvie. I know what that dream was about. You're on stage. That's me and Jen's party in Las Vegas that you're going to be at. So that's what you were experiencing there. Because we're gonna have a crowd of people. We're gonna have a big party, a big celebration as soon as we can talk, of course. And I will say this: in a reading I got with Jen, my year look ahead reading, January. The date was set at May 23rd, so we're planning on that as being the date where that party takes place. And you're going to be there, and going to be bringing out Sky, Gary, and everybody else, and Carpathia. Everybody's invited, and I got big plans for that party. So it's only when you said that I knew what you were talking about. You just
hopefully that's the show, mate.
All right. Well, and you're coming on my dime, so don't worry about that. All right. It is kind of quiet here from my perspective. I'm waiting on a few things. I have a guy who's a broker of bond transactions. He was and is expecting to get his contract today. That means his actual payment would follow in a little bit, but he's being told the last 2 or 3 days you're going to get your contract today. It hasn't happened yet. I'm going to assume it will. I'm pretty sure it will. So, once that happens, that's a big confirmation. I'm hearing some interesting stuff out of Iraq where people are spending money, and instead of getting change in the old dinar, they're getting lower denominations and promissory notes. They're being given these notes for the new currency denominations, which that must mean we're really, really close. I have another bank story I want to share with you guys, which I believe to be true, to the effect that someone who is a currency holder has been given a date for an appointment at a redemption center. It is for next week, but it's by a major American bank. The bank called her up out of the blue, invited her to come, set a date and time, and she will be there. And it's not that far off. So I want everybody to not get discouraged. I want everybody to stay encouraged. Also heard some stuff about, I think it's out of the fines and penalties aspect of this, where some ancient claims or older claims and hundreds of years old are being paid out. There are others that have told me, oh no, those were paid out ages ago, but I don't think that's actually true. So what we're seeing, Wolvie, is this is like tier 2 and tier 3 liquidity hitting the people, hitting the folks that are waiting for their payments, kind of in a flow, and it's beginning to come out. And again, we're waiting for the key thing, which is for Iraq to acknowledge their new rate. And I am really, really looking for this weekend. Now, that's me personally. I've heard that from a whole bunch of different people, that we will hear from Iraq as to the fact that they have a new currency rate. And once they have that announced, then it's only a matter of a few days before we all go in and get it and get into our exchanges. And again, keep in mind, call it an exchange. Don't call it anything else. But I've never been this excited. I've never heard this much crazy stuff coming out. And I'm really, really kind of on the edge of my seat all weekend, on the edge of my seat, because I want to have that big party with all my friends, you and me and Jenny and Mark and everybody that's been with us on this long, long journey. It does feel like it's about over.
Yeah, I think Mike, actually, I'll break down in teeth actually when I get that call that I've been waiting for, so I can release that offer for you guys. I think that's going to be it. And what we're going to do actually is we're going to get actually Peter Walker, who will be able to send that link, actually a Zoom call, and we'll be actually using YouTube as well, so we can get as many people as possible. What I want to do actually is get the gurus like yourself, Mike, and Jen, and see what get Mark said, see what get the boys from PPN, and so we can all celebrate as one. That'll be fantastic if we can get everyone and basically say goodbye to all of you guys, because after that, guys, there's nothing more for us to do. I don't know about Michael, that will be there, but for me, guys, I'll be muting the channel because I'll be taking a sabbatical. I don't have to be on Telegram like I used to be. So that's me anyway. I don't know what you're going to do, Mike.
Well, I'm going to go back to what I was doing before, which is talking about aliens and making documentary films. And, I was a public person before this, not associated with any of this currency stuff. It was because I was a conspiracy theorist, Wolvie, that I fell into this and started following it. And then I became part of the broader community purely by accident. And really, I can credit Mark Z for that, because he was into aliens and I was into the currency reset, and it all melded together really well. So That's how you do things, folks. If you lack guidance in your life, just ask God to show you the way, and whatever opportunity pops up, just say yes to it. Don't even think about whether, oh, can I actually do this? Don't have any doubts. Just say yes to everything, and you will live the
Uh,
happy life you're supposed to be
uh,
living.
Absolutely. Question, Mike. There's some people actually that want to go to another bank, which is not part of the redemption center. They said that I've got an appointment with such bank, right, which is not the names that we've been that been mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And then they said after that they'll go to a redemption center so they can cash in actually the other currency. I don't think it works that way. What's your opinion on that?
No, my understanding of the redemption centers is that you go there and they are generally affiliated with, you have a bank of choice. You should have a choice of, I believe in America, 4 different banks that you can work with. You pick one of them. If you don't have an account there, they will open one with you for you, and you will begin to work with them from there on out. But you can still diversify. You can move funds to your old bank accounts. You have a lot of flexibility, but you know, I don't think there's any rules. I've heard that, oh, if you were, for instance, if Iraq were to announce a rate tonight, let's say, and we woke up to it tomorrow, and I could walk up the street to my local Bank of America, and I could take my dinar and I could say, here, give me my $5.21 for this, or $4.91, or whatever it is. There are people that are told you, well, if you do that, then you can't exchange anything else at a redemption center. I understand that is not true. That you can deal with either a bank or a redemption center. It's just that the odds that you're going to get a better rate at a redemption center are high. It's kind of a tough thing for me, Wolby, because I don't want to wait. If I can go take these pieces of paper and walk away with financial security, I'm inclined to just do that immediately and worry about my redemption center appointment 2 days later. Then, but I understand people's concerns, but that's not what I understand. My understanding is you get to pick who you want to work with, who you want to deal with after the event.
In my personal opinion, Mike, I think I will wait actually for the notification to get a clearer picture on that. Because if you go actually to a bank that's not actually on the list, in my own opinion, they might end up getting a lower rate compared to the banks that actually are part of the RV process. So unless you're desperate actually to get that money.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that I'm desperate, but I mean, again, I can only speak for myself. I just I want this process to be completed at least partially, right? And again, we hear lots of things. We're hearing that only a few currencies might go at first, and then the GCR will be happening in waves after that, 10, 12 currencies at a time as they're ready, because not everybody is ready quite now. But what is clear is that the powers that be are ready to push this thing forward and into the terminal stage, the final stage. So that's where we're at, and I will be shocked if a week from now we're still waiting on this. I will be really shocked.
Yeah. So you're a bond holder, Mike?
I am not. No. Should I get a Yellow Dragon bond or two from you?
No, I'm not. Oh, if you want to, it's up to you. I'm not trying to push it, but I always say that not to put actually everyone in one basket, because if the bonds do go first, and we have to wait till next month for the RV, as long as you got some money coming in, that's what I always say. So
I'll just ask you for a loan, Wolby, in that case.
Yes,
can you loan me a few million? What do they call it? Do they call it a quid in Australia? I don't know, but anyway, whatever they call it.
A quid? Quid.
No.
I wish I call $1 million a quid.
Yeah, that's a British thing. So I mean, we don't know how this is going to go down. We do not know if a few are going to go first, and then the question becomes: is the Zim a bond? Technically, it's a bearer bond. Yeah, you can see that right on the face of it. So does that mean if the bonds go first that the Zim is ready? I do know. I've been told by a couple different people that the dinar, the Vietnamese dong, and the Zim are the most rock solid, backed, and ready to go currencies, or out of this whole bunch. But we also know there's people with bonds that are doing their thing right now in Reno and Zurich and places like that. So we'll see.
Well, bonds. I think the bonds Is it 20% actually goes to humanitarian, the rest you keep? Is that still the go for SIM bonds?
I don't know, and nobody know. Well, that was the rumor, of course, years ago that you keep 20% and 80% goes to the humanitarian projects, and it's hard to know how they're going to do that, and I think those rules have changed. We've been through a couple of administrations here in the U.S. Since then, and I think right now what we're operating under is the last negotiated agreements as of August of last year. That's what we're under the process of, and it would just make everybody's lives a lot easier if we just finish that process off rather than have to start with negotiations. Donald Trump, if they open up for negotiations, he's going to get a better deal for the United States, or it's not going to happen. So I just assume get it over with at this point. I just assume not have that option. Let's just get it over with on the terms we have now, because I'm sure they're very generous.
So what's going to happen on 2nd of April, Mike? President Trump has said his Freedom Day on the 2nd of April. What is that all about?
Remember, he said he didn't want to have that announcement or whatever it was on April 1st because it was, quote, April Fool's Day, as we
That's
I don't
right.
know if you have that around the world, but yeah. So that's the only reason why it's the second. Wolvie, with that, I don't know if I can speak to this, but that is the deadline of March 31st. I guess I'm just going to say it. I don't think I could do any damage. I haven't been asked specifically to keep this to myself, I don't think. What I can tell you is that the last agreement made with Iraq was in August of 2024. They are liquid until March 31st at midnight, and then they don't have any money left. So that's why they pretty much have to go by March 31st. We're all hoping that they do that now, that they can do it at any time. There's supposed to be rumors of them making their mosque announcements. I don't know if that happened today or not, but what I can tell you is I believe that's what Donald Trump is talking about, is that's the deadline for this process to get out into the public or to the last level, which is us, Tier 4B. And then, April 2nd, I'm assuming that's the start of Tier 5, the public. So
what about the MedBets? MedBets might be under the Freedom Day as well?
Well, I would hope so. Carrie's the expert on MedBed. She says that it's happening, and I'm ready to go. I could, I know there's other people that need them more than me, but boy, I could sure. There's a lot of things I'd like to have working better. So, I think it sounds like if I had to hazard a guess, he's going to announce that the United States is going back to a gold-backed dollar on that day. I don't think it's XRP. I mean, XRP, the United States just finished the Securities and Exchange Commission here just finished their case against XRP, which was really put out by the bad guys just to hold it back. And so there's no reason XRP shouldn't be taking off, like you said. So, I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be gold. I really do. But that's, I wish we had Jenny here. I wish Jen was here. We could ask her about that. What's April 7th?
She couldn't make it, unfortunately. I've got something actually that a huge well just sent it to me. He said that 20%, it is regarding SIM bonds, guys, 20% to humanitarian and 80% kept by bond owners on the bond contracts. The bond owners have the right to use 50% of the 20% on humanitarian projects. And if they don't use it in 5 years, then the foundation can use the whole 20% on humanitarian projects. That came from a huge well, and this person showed me actually I think it was called contract, but the amount of money, it was so many zeros, guys. It's so many zeros, real. I did say it before that I saw actually Mauricio Castaño, who is one of the biggest whales in the RV. He showed me actually the amount of money that's in his account, but he couldn't take it. It's frozen. It's in there, and it's about. I think it was about 36 zeros on that account, on one account.
Oh my God! Yeah, the wealth of this planet is off the scale, and we just have to put it to work in the right way and make our new future, make our Star Trek future, as they say. And the thing is, I just hope with the Zim bond that I'm able to say, look, I personally do not want to manage a project. I have many things I'd like to do, a lot of things around the truth that I'd like to put out. Like I said, I'd like to be making documentaries. I don't want to spend my time on humanitarian projects because other people, other than to just, what I want to do is just give money to animal rescues, donkey rescues and things like that are close to my heart. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to say, can I just designate, the amount of funds that are for humanitarian purposes off of my Zim bonds? Can I please just designate them to this cause and this cause and this one and that one? I'm hoping that that's true, that there's a list of things we can contribute to, like infrastructure and medical technology and space travel. That's a big one.
There's so many things we can do, Mike. Mike, one of the last questions. Mike, when you go into medbeds, what do you want the medbeds to be done to you? Are you going to, besides rejuvenating yourself, I'm sure you are you going to go increase your height? Are you going to have blue eyes or green eyes? What are you going to do, mate?
Well, I have hazel eyes, and those are pretty unique, and I'm not changing those. Oh,
yeah, beautiful. Nice.
Well, because, I'm a single guy, Wolvie, and chicks seem to dig those hazel eyes, so I'm going to keep those. You know what?
I should call you Aquaman.
Yeah, exactly. This is a really interesting question, and everybody needs to think about this before the med beds hit, because I like being me. Now, do I want to make some small modifications? Would I like to be 5'10" and a half instead of 5'9" and a half? Yeah, probably. Would I like a little bit longer arms or maybe a little bit bigger hands? Yeah, but maybe take the bump out of my nose, a little bump out of my nose. Yeah, but no, I really want to be the most optimized version of me. When I look at when I feel like I looked the best in my life, which was on my 50th birthday, that's how I want to look, and that's how I want to feel. I want to feel even better than that. I don't want to be somebody else. I don't want to be a Ken doll. I want to be me. I want to be able to see my abs. That would be good to have a six pack. But, I don't want to become. So I'm not going to make very many changes. I'm going to still be me. And, frankly, I feel like just like you, Wolvie, you and I are both handsome enough. We don't need much modification, right? We're cut as it is now. So no, I think that's something everybody needs to really think about. Do you want to just be the best version of yourself, or do you want to be something different? And if you want to be something different, I think I think like Carrie says, you should be going to counseling. Why do you want to do this? What's wrong with who you are? Because we all of our souls chose to be here like this in this situation for a reason. Of course, naturally, all men are gonna want to grow their hair back. So if they've got, if they've lost a little hair, I want my full head of hair back. But beyond that,
absolutely, absolutely.
No, I'm not gonna change much.
Oh well, I'm going to increase my height a bit. I'm too short, mate. I'm only 170 centimeters. I'm the same height as Tom Cruise. I met Tom Cruise actually when he came over here in Sydney. In Wide-Eyed Shut with Nicole Kidman, and I can tell you, I think I'm taller than Tom Cruise because Tom Cruise actually had special shoes. You can tell he's wearing special shoes and we're the same height as me, and I think he's shorter than that. So,
if it's something like that that's bothered you your whole life, why not change it? But don't become 6'7" and then become an NBA player, Wolvie. That's not necessary.
No, I'm gonna be like Jack Reacher. Tall.
There you go. So and I mean that stuff's all wonderful, but I mean the thing is that we don't all want to look the same. We don't all want to be Ken and Barbie dolls, do we?
No. No, mate.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But that it's exciting if it's something like I injured my ring finger on my left hand. In America, we put the wedding ring on the second finger in on the left. And I injured mine playing American football when I was about 12 years old, and it just stopped growing. And that bugs me. It bugs me that it's shorter than my other matching finger on the other hand. And do I want to fix that and have it grow to its normal length? Sure, of course I do. So if there's something that bothers you, then get it changed. But if there isn't,
absolutely. Everyone's got their own options what they want to do. But anyway, Mike.
Like buying a car.
Thank you so much for the intel, guys. I think this will be my final live call, because there is basically nothing else that I can put on the live call anymore, and we just wait till this hits us. Unless anything changes, then I'll have a live call if I have to. But at the moment, this will be my live call, and the last call in terms of when we do get that green light, it will be a special live call, and we'll do it actually on the Zoom call, live for YouTube. We'll get all the gurus, Mike and Jen, and the PPN guys, and I don't know if Charlie Water wants to join us. It's up to him, right? But I love Charlie to come. I do know Charlie. I'd love him to join us for the celebration if he wants to. And we'll have actually we'll start off actually with a special YouTube video that a friend actually here that's created. Then we'll start actually with the trumpets of freedom, and we'll start actually with Kapati. Actually, I think that's gonna hit us. I think that's really gonna hit us. I think there's not gonna be a dry eye when you hear Kapati talk. We'll also have the Latino community actually on this as well. Hopefully get a spokesperson that speaks Spanish, and for the Spanish community, so that they can say something as well. It's going to be a whole community all in one. All right, so it's going to be something special. All right, so thanks, Mike. I love you, Mike, and I'll see you in Vegas very, very soon, my friend.
Love you too, buddy. And I really do think that vision you had is you being on stage with us in May with me and Jennifer and Jen and having our fun party here in the States. So let's see you then.
Okay, see you then, mate. Thanks, mate. All right. Okay, now I'll leave you actually with our famous author here, my beautiful friend. Before I say that, I want to say thank you for Shelby for everything that she's done. She's very quiet. But all the amount of work that she's done, she's been an awesome asset for the community. So my thanks to Shelby for being an incredible help for the community. Now I leave you now with my beautiful friend, the best-selling author, Kapakian.
Thank you, Wolverine, and thank you, Mike, for being here with us tonight. It was a wonderful conversation. It was a lot of fun, and we all learned a lot of things about what we want to grow and what we don't want to grow. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. I also want to put a shout out to Shelby because she is incredible. She's always been here for me. I couldn't do it without her. She's been my lifeline for me in many different ways, and I thank her for always being here. Thank you, Shelby. Tonight, we're so close to our goal and not much further to go. And I have received numerous messages from people in our groups right now who have lost loved ones, and they have also lost their dear pets who are just like their family. And I know we're on the very edge of this thing going, and we're all celebrating and so happy about everything. But everyone, please remember to keep our other dear, beloved, chosen ones in our hearts as we go forth with our celebrations, knowing that for them, even though they are happy, it is truly a bittersweet happiness at this time. So thank you for remembering all those who are hurting right now and need our prayers and need comfort. And I won't name who they are because they don't know I'm saying all these things about them. But I just wanted them to know that we will never forget, and we will always go forth with our projects, with our humanitarian work, keeping in mind all the dear ones who are not here to share it with us, but with every tree we plant, with every building we build, with every child smile that we create who is not happy, we will be planting and ensuring the dreams of all those who are no longer here with us. And with that, I want to thank you all. This is probably going to be our last real call, like Wolverine said. And I love you all, and I thank you all for all your support for me You've been so good to me all through all my very troubled times at times. And I appreciate all the private messages that you have sent me and all the support. Anyway, we're almost there. So it's time to bring our ship to the shore and finally put our anchor down and do everything that we've been dreaming and hoping of doing. Love you all, everybody. Have a great night, great day, great morning, wherever you may be. Love you. Carpathia.
Thank you, Carpathia. You're an awesome asset to the group. Thanks, guys. Okay, have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye-bye.
Moments. Let life unfold slowly. Take it day by day. Experience it moment by moment. Life is all about how beautifully you experience each moment. It's all about the little moments.